Which one do you think is the bigger craze, pickleball or golf? Because I think those two are at the top of the list in terms of how much like popularity it's
like
gained.
trendy
Yeah,
sports.
probably since COVID, those two are arguably the top two. Maybe in America.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, but
At
like,
least
which
in
one would
growth,
you say is a bigger craze and why? Because those two are really high on the list, I would say.
Right now, I would say would you say basketball is your favorite sport, or
For me, yes. It'll always be my first
first sport?
love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love playing it, love watching it, you know.
over
So I'm
golf?
locked in. Yeah,
And
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, golf's more recent. Golf's since COVID. Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely play and watch more golf, but it'll never surpass basketball for me.
How about you, Micah? So I know you play golf.
Yeah.
Like, you play.
Yeah,
so-
I mean, I played a couple years in high school of golf, but
Man, quit being humble. He's a 3-time state champion, bro. Varsity.
Oh, just a couple years in high school.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
no,
couple
maybe-
years,
oh,
man.
okay.
He got rings and Letterman jackets.
I got rings,
All
but
right.
you know, I'm a bench
boy got
player, you know?
rings.
I'm a good six man. You know what I mean?
Hey, still part of the team, baby.
Hey, still part of the team.
That's right. That's right.
But I mean, I think it just has to go with basketball. I grew up playing that. Actually, I was trying to play basketball in high school. That was the goal initially. So I was grinding hella during like COVID, but I got dropped on the basketball team in my freshman year, and I was just like, dang, if I gave it like my 1,000% and still couldn't make it, then maybe I need to, you know, like switch paths, right? And so I still love basketball. I think that's always going to be my favorite, watching it, playing it. But golf was just the thing that I was better at. But that doesn't, you know, necessarily equate to me enjoying it more, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like putting in like much less effort and time into golf than I was with basketball. But I just happened to pick it up a little bit better. Maybe that's because of baseball. Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think golf is where I grew the most, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite though. It's like a really, really good sport, but
Yeah.
just
And you are really good at golf, for real.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
it's a lot of
Objectively.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mean to get too deep, but this is an interesting conversation that I want to see what you guys think.
Yeah,
Is that
absolutely.
I think that sometimes in life, I don't think talent and passion always line up. If you're blessed to have both, I think that's a huge gift. But the reason that I say that is because like Micah just proved it, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like I mean, like I love you, right? But like
Right.
real talk, like you're way better at golf than basketball.
Much better.
But you love basketball way more than golf. So that's exactly what I
1,000%.
mean. Like your
Yes.
talent and your passion didn't necessarily line up, but you still did both well in your own way. But it's just kind of a deeper thought that I just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of struck my mind.
yeah. Yeah.
Because, you know, that's a real thing.
This is like, I mean, just building on top of that, I think it also had to do with my circumstances, like my whole life situation at that time. So this is like the decision between golf and basketball. I made that during my freshman year, but that was when I was going really hard on music, and so as like a hip hop artist, right? Hip hop leans heavily towards the basketball side, and I already had even before hip hop, basketball was always my thing, right? So I was like doubled down on basketball. I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Like it lines up with everything in my life, and then you go to golf, and it's like
Country club.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
like an uppity sport or something.
yeah, country club,
Yeah.
not hip hop at all, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and so I think maybe
Hey, you could be the first though.
hey, so some of the hip hop artists be like playing golf and stuff.
That's true.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Golf is a
But I
craze
feel like
now.
that's only when they're like really successful and they're like, okay, now I can just, you know. But I wonder if the you know ideas and the history behind the sports was flipped, and like golf was considered like a hip hop sport and basketball was considered like a country club sport. At that point, like maybe my passion would have been with golf on that. So I think it had to do with a lot of different circumstances at the time. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So like your love for hip hop kind of steered you more towards basketball
Exactly.
rather than just basketball itself, like as a standalone
Right.
thing in your life.
Right. And I think
Okay.
it's with everything, you know,
Yeah.
basketball, hip hop, or a lot of things in life, it's more about the culture than the actual thing itself. Like it's not just shooting hoops. It's everything that goes with that, you know?
Yeah.
And I
So
think
it's
that's
deeper
what,
for you.
yeah.
It's
It was
deeper.
much deeper. It was a very like, emotional decision more than a skill and physique decision. You know.
I actually think I remember that time, because obviously you were like in youth group with me.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
you were kind of going through that mental like process of trying to figure out like
Right.
what the next few years are going to look like. So it's dope.
But even though, you know, you're more passionate about basketball than golf, but skill-wise, you're way better at golf than
1000%.
basketball.
1000%. I never had it in basketball.
You're not bad at hoops though.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're
Not
bad,
saying you're
Right.
bad,
but like your varsity level for
but Abe
golf.
will beat you every day, no matter what. So.
Well, I'm just like 9 inches taller, so I'm just gonna do like Kareem hook shots over this man.
We got to
Can't do
run
nothing
some stuff
about it.
back in the CRC. But
right.
yeah, 1000%. Like I got way further. I made varsity in my junior year. I played some varsity tournaments then, and that I had started playing golf maybe 2 or 3 years before that. Versus basketball, I've been doing my whole life, and I couldn't make the freshman team. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much just the skill gap between the two sports. Yeah.
And if you know golf, like a lot of his peers and a lot of like kids, they start golf when they're like young.
Yeah, they started golf
Micah
when I
picked-
was playing basketball.
Yeah, Micah picked it up later in life, and so on paper he was way behind in terms of like
Right.
how much time, because golf is like a lifelong. I mean, it's the hardest sport, I would argue, right? So it takes like a lifelong effort of practice. But he started later, and he still was good enough to make varsity. So that's what I mean by like the talent was there, that natural, God-given talent. So
All right, very important question.
Let's do it.
Do you think you could beat Tiger Woods in a round of golf right now?
like in the state that Tiger's in right
in
now,
the state that he's
with
in,
his like 50
Yo.
million
he's like
surgeries.
coming off of like
I
a
mean-
Achilles surgery.
Yeah, no, he's
Bro, you better
you right
tread
now.
soft. He's about to go on YouTube, bro.
I know. I'm like, yo,
Do you
I'm
think
like,
you could
Michael
you
Lim
could win?
says he's gonna beat Tiger Woods. It's gonna be like headline news. bro.
hey, that's like a good thumbnail right there.
Ex varsity golfer thinks he can beat the GOAT or something. I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a picture of you with all your rings, like on the camera, just like
Yo, state champ,
yeah,
baby.
take this, Tiger.
I think right now, in Tiger's situation, I think he still beats me
Really?
by a long shot.
Wow.
By a long. He's okay. If we did,
I wonder what he shoots right now, though.
I mean, he's still shooting like low 70s. At
What if-
least.
Yeah.
What if you get 1 year to train, and all you have to do is just train golf? All your bills are paid for, everything else taken care of. All you have to do is and you can get
Just
like the
grind.
best coaches and
Yeah.
whatever. You just grind, and he has to take a year off and
A
not
year
play
off.
golf. You think you could take him?
Oh,
I think humbly,
that's interesting.
I would take Tiger on that. Damn. Okay. I mean, you
heard it here first,
You
Tiger.
heard it here. You heard it here. I can challenge you.
a professional coach.
Sign the contract. Sign the contract.
Sign the contract.
I think if I went as hard on golf as I did with basketball and did that type of routine for a year, and Tiger did nothing, and like
Sat on the couch.
dude,
and just chilled.
his body is already like
Yeah.
messed up. Like
He's had
I
so
want
many.
I want to see him win so bad. I just don't know if it's possible, but I think I can beat Tiger there. I think it
Damn.
happens. I think it's
Yeah.
close, but I think I win.
Dang.
Wow.
You heard it here.
But then would it be like PGA conditions though? Because you know those putting greens are like glass.
Oh, it's
bro.
crazy.
It's like a 12 or 13.
I mean, he would beat me on the greens, no doubt. But I think,
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get there.
Yeah, that's
So-
true.
Yeah.
True.
But then you also have to play like from the professional tees,
Right, but-
which is like 7,000 yards.
But on
That's insane.
on the stat sheet, my stats are better than Tiger's.
I mean, if you have a full year
right now.
of just practicing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would be interesting.
Like
to
we
bet.
talk swing speed, ball speed, like it's
and he'll be a year older. He wouldn't have done anything. His body would be
at
like
that age
super tight.
you need to keep things going, right?
Yeah.
So
But he has all those years of like muscle memory too, of just
That's
like
right.
He's
Even
the
if
GOAT,
he-
bro.
right, I mean he's the
GOAT.
GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
He's the
GOAT, period.
GOAT.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But he's like in his 50s now, right? Or is he late 40s?
Yeah, 50s. 50s, I think so.
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
something like that.
Yeah, Father
Yeah.
Time's undefeated, boys. Father Time's
I don't know.
undefeated, man.
Hey, you think you could, if you had 1 year to train,
Nah.
the best coaches,
No.
best conditioning?
We're talking about golf?
Yeah.
Nah, dude.
Wait, what if
I'm
instead
terrible.
of Tiger it's me?
Ooh.
I think-
Oh, like could I beat Micah?
Yeah.
If I had
What
a
about
year
that? If you had
and
1
he
year to
didn't play?
train and he didn't play, what do you think?
Honestly, right now our difference is at least
I don't know what
20
the
to 25
skill-
strokes.
Oh, really?
That's a lot.
That's
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
25 strokes. That's a dude.
that is a lot.
You know when
I don't know if a year's enough, to be honest. I might need like 2 years, and even then, we might be like
yeah, it
the
would be-
same score. Yeah.
Do you remember that? You guys know Brian Scalabrine?
Yeah,
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 of
yeah.
Yeah.
course.
You remember that quote where he said, "I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me."
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
Which
don't
is
know.
so true.
I don't know how I play in that role. If you have like me and Tiger, and then like some like just regular golfer like Abe, I don't. I wonder where you.
Like the differences.
Yeah, because I feel like in that situation, because sometimes it can feel like, oh, like maybe like a Brian Scalabrine to a LeBron, like you feel like that's such a big difference, and then like the difference between you and Scalabrine would be like even bigger. But then I feel like in my case, you're actually like not as
the
far
opposite?
off from me
Oh yeah.
than I am to Tiger. You know,
Yeah.
like I feel like
Maybe.
between me and Tiger, it's way more than the difference between you and me.
I mean, what do you think it would be right now? Like 20 strokes between you and Tiger?
I'm like,
But like with
oh no, and I
with
would,
professional conditions, though. I'm saying not like
it would
where we play.
it would have to be like 10 strokes probably. Yeah, but between us,
It's like 2025.
but then
Right now.
it's
That's
a
still a big jump, though.
it's like
Yeah.
an exponential curve in terms of getting better. Like
yeah, yeah.
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
at the start, it's like much easier to improve.
that's
like
true. That's true.
100 to 90, 90 to 80 is way easier than 80 to 70, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
And
That's
so-
true.
That's
That's
true.
true. That's true.
I feel like Abe with 1 year could probably like
Put up a fight.
could very well compete.
Yeah,
for sure.
I can compete.
Yeah.
Because Mike and I have played golf a lot together, so we know like
Right, we know each
what our
other's game.
difference is
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. Maybe we should do it.
We should do it low key.
I need a lot of money to get some coaches. Though. I need like Tiger Woods hitting coach. I need like the best conditions. Like I need to go to like Sugarloaf Country Club or something, bro. For
real.
I need all the assets or resources that I can get. So,
oh man.
yeah.
Wait, Joe, you started picking up golf too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So I played a little. I didn't play like on a school team or anything like that,
Okay.
but I played a little bit. My friend got me into it in high school.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So we just kind of played casually here and there. And then when I got into college, I didn't play at all up until basically like last year.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I don't remember who I was talking to, but somebody was like, I think it was like somebody at 4 Points. And then we were just talking about golf. And then I was talking to Myung about it.
Okay.
And
nice,
he was like,
Myung.
oh, let's just go play. So
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
He kind of got me back into playing. And now I've been playing, like trying to get more into it again.
Nice.
So I've been like, yeah, starting basically like last summer, I've been getting back into
Nice.
to
Nice.
playing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me,
I'm trash.
me too, bro. Don't
I'm
worry
probably
about
like
it,
25 strokes behind you, to be honest.
bro. I'm terrible too. Don't worry about it.
I'm bad.
So for me, growing up, I always made fun of golf. I thought it was the wackest, dumbest sport where you're
As a lot of people will still probably have that
yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
Understandable.
For whatever reason, though, like it was weird though. I had this like personal thing with golf where like golf never did anything to me. Golf was just living its
You were
life.
just a hater. You're
Yeah,
just
like
a
if
hater.
golf was a person, they were just living their life, and I was just being a hater. Like I was like, going out of my way to like crap on golf. But fast forward, the reason I picked up golf was during COVID. Me being like super, I like playing sports. I like being sociable.
Right.
Obviously, COVID took all that away from us, and so I was bored, man. Like I couldn't go to the park and play basketball. Like they used to put like the wooden board on top of
Yeah,
the goal,
yeah.
just so that you couldn't play.
Some of them took down the rims.
No rims,
yeah,
nothing,
yeah.
right? So I was
I
like,
remember that, yeah.
I have no outlet because I'm such a like active person.
Yeah.
And during that time, some of my buddies were getting back into golf. They had played when they were younger, and so golf was only like considered the safe sport during COVID because you're outside, you're not like spreading germs or whatever.
Yeah.
So like I would just go to the driving range with them, and then I picked it up, and then I fell in love with it, and that was 5 years ago, and now I love golf. But it's funny, it was literally because of COVID. I'm convinced if COVID never happened and there wasn't that lull in like society and in our lives, I don't think I would have ever picked up golf. I
You
think
would
I would
still
still
hate
be.
it.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if I would still hate it, but I wouldn't. I'm confident I would not be playing. But now I love it, and I actually sit down and watch golf. I watch all the YouTubers. Like I'm like super into it now. But it was because of that time.
It's probably one of those things where once you play it, you understand it, and then so when you watch it again after playing, then it's like, oh, like
You get it.
wow, this sport is really it's really fun. But
Yeah,
then
it's so fun.
when you don't know anything about it, and you're just watching it on the TV. Then it's like,
It's
yo,
dumb.
what are we watching, bro? What are we doing?
You're hitting a ball 500 yards, and then It's like trying to get into a little white hole. Like,
Yeah, it's like-
and you're using all this land just to get there. It's like it's a crazy concept.
It doesn't make sense
Doesn't make any sense.
until you start playing it, and then you're like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of right there where I'm like I like playing golf, but watching is a whole different thing. Just because I don't know, maybe because I also really like watching high scoring sports like basketball, where like 100-point games is like that's exciting.
Right.
Also fast-paced.
Yeah, fast paced
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Whereas golf is like the complete opposite, where you're just like
it's slow, man.
slow and like
It's like
quiet.
ASMR. You're just watch and you pitch to sleep.
Yeah, you can't even clap too loud on the green because you're like, yeah. So I like the 6-man section type sports where you're like screaming like that's fun to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you play basketball also? I feel like you guys are both so tall, bro. Like
I played like some pickup games here and there,
Okay.
but I never played like on any teams or anything like that.
Like organized ball.
Yeah, I never played organized ball
for sure.
But yeah, I haven't played basketball in a long time either.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I played like once or twice recently, but beyond that, it's been like since college, basically.
Dang.
Yeah.
So what was your sport then, or like, what would you say is like your favorite
to play?
To watch, like, or both,
Yeah,
or both,
both.
like
Yeah.
total, yeah.
Yeah. I would say overall, I'm mostly into basketball and football.
Okay.
Yeah. But to play lately, ping pong.
Ping
Ping
pong.
pong is a lot of fun. It's actually really
Yeah,
fun.
me and Josh been playing ping pong.
They got a table.
We got
Yeah.
a ping pong table at church, so we've been
really?
playing a lot. Yeah.
You might have to get.
I might get in on that.
Yeah, man. Dude, pull through, baby.
Dude, yeah, ping pong has been a lot of fun.
Dude, ping pong
I
is
really
awesome.
like that. Yeah.
I love ping pong.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know if you watch any like because I watched some of the Olympics with the ping pong too. It's insane,
Bro.
They're so
they're
fast,
different.
dude.
They're
that-
different,
it
bro.
is
They're
That
actually
speed
crazy.
is. Dude, I love. It's called table tennis, right?
Oh, yes.
Official term. Sorry,
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Table tennis Olympics. That is
Crazy.
exciting, and like badminton too. Like
Dude.
those not as like popular sports are
Yeah.
so fun to watch.
It's incredible how
It's
fast
amazing.
they are, dude. Like,
Dude.
The reaction time is it's got
The hand-eye-
to be crazy. Yeah.
Well, the hand-eye coordination is unreal, man.
Just
it's
insane.
intense, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, one last sports question.
Go for it.
Which one do you think is the bigger craze, pickleball or golf? Because I think those two are at the top of the list in terms of how much like popularity it's
like
gained.
trendy
Yeah,
sports.
probably since COVID, those two are arguably the top two. Maybe in America.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, but
At
like
least
which
in
one
growth,
would you
yeah.
say is a bigger craze and why? Because those two are
Ooh.
really high on the list, I would say.
Right now, I would say I would put my vote on pickleball.
Same.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think because it's cheaper, more accessible,
Yeah.
Yep.
easier to play. It's just, like literally like you could play against a 5-year-old kid or like a 75-year-old, grandpa.
Yeah.
Like everyone can play pickleball. I mean, golf too, but I mean, golf's expensive. It's not cheap.
It's a higher skill gap for golf and
Agreed.
a higher price gap for golf as
Exactly.
well. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
barriers
Exactly.
to entry for golf is actually like somewhat high.
yeah,
but
it is.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. Like pickleball is definitely the more trendy sport now, but I think golf at the start of like the pandemic was the trendy sport.
Yeah.
And I
That's
think it
true.
has more longevity just because obviously it's been around more.
Yeah.
But then I think personally pickleball is like gonna fade out pretty fast.
No, you think
No,
so?
I mean, okay.
I think this is only the beginning.
It was no
Hot take.
Yeah, hot
Let's hear
take.
it.
That's a hot
I
take,
feel
bro.
like this is not even a hot
Let's hear
take.
it.
Like,
I think it's gonna get exponentially more popular.
I think it's a fad because, and the extent that people are going at it right now is actually like hurting my feelings, bro. Because I don't know. You guys,
What you mean?
You guys both been in. How long you been in Atlanta for, or like just Georgia?
20 years now.
Wow. Yeah, and
I've
then
been here a long time.
25.
20. You guys know the cooler then, right?
Yeah. The ice
Oh
skating
yeah,
rink?
ice skating
Yeah,
rink.
yeah.
They're turning the cooler into pickleball courts.
But you're literally proving my point, though. That's why it's gonna.
I know.
It's gonna continue to. You're proving my point,
it's
bro.
a mistake. They don't see it now, but I guarantee you, it is a mistake because everyone's like trying to be all in on the trend, right?
Yeah,
But the cooler has been there and stuff like it.
it's a staple of community.
It's the same thing with golf, right? It's been there already. It's going to continue to be there. Pickleball, there's a chance that it might stick around there, but I think it's like, just it's like the same thing as buying a really volatile stock, right? You don't know how much, but I think personally it's a fad and they're going to regret making that decision. And It's just, I don't know. People are going too crazy about it. They need to chill out. That way we can.
They're trying to make that money, man. They're trying to strike the iron.
They're trying to make the money. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Exactly.
Here's business decisions.
Here's what I think. Here's my prediction. So pickleball, obviously, like you guys said, it's super easy, accessible, and like a lot of age ranges can play it.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what it started out as, like just a fun game for like older people or younger kids to play. But here's the thing. They have like pros now. Like pro pickleball players. Yeah. So what happened is a lot of the ex-tennis players who either they got injured or they couldn't make it pro in tennis or whatever, they're all shuffling now to pickleball and like destroying everybody.
Yeah.
Just it's not even close.
Yeah. So I think pickleball, as far as like professional sport, like the actual like ranked competition, stuff like that, I think that's going to die out a little bit.
Okay.
But I think the casual player is going to keep rising up for like make it a casual sport, like a play and drink kind of situation.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's go play pickleball and have a few beers with the boys kind of situation.
It's like bowling or something, just like a thing.
Yeah. I don't think I think the professional league version of pickleball, like, y'all taking that too seriously.
Right.
Like,
It's too crazy. It's too crazy.
It started off
but
too
it's a
game
real
for
league.
grandmas, man.
Actually,
Like,
did you guys know they're in Atlanta right now?
Yeah.
Wow.
PPA tour. They're at Lifetime in Peachtree Corners.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they're actually here, like as we're recording this right now.
Yeah.
I think pickleball is going to be like spike ball.
Spike ball.
Nah, bro, you tripping?
Spike ball fell off quick.
It's so much
too.
more popular.
Pickleball's
man.
going to fall off the same.
No. I actually disagree with both of you right now. I strongly disagree.
Because with spike ball, it fell off, right? And professionally, like there's still like a handful of people who do it. Same thing with professional pickleball. It's going to be like a handful of people who do it.
I think that's what's going to happen.
Something you're going to see on ESPN4, you know? And then
ESPN4 is crazy. No, man. No, it's going to make it to ESPN. Just watch.
But then you still have the number one thing on like all the trips that I've been to this year, and I feel like that I've talked to with other college guys. So this is like, you know, young adult group ish, like kind of the like our collective, you know, range of ages, right? Every time, for example, like going to the beach or going to like camp or stuff. Oh, let's bring spike ball.
Oh yeah.
And so it's one of those things where it still is maintaining some longevity, but just like as a very chill, casual, like you were saying, just laid back type of thing. But I don't think it's gonna be, you know, no one's like on a given basis, like let's go play spike ball.
No.
Yeah, no.
You know, it's not gonna be like that. I don't think.
So my prediction and my hot take is it's only a matter of time until pickleball gets to the Olympics. And on top of that, no, dude, listen to me. Trust me. Hey, mark my words. I don't know if it's gonna be 2028, but maybe 2032. Pickleball will be that big because I don't know if you guys know, but it's catching fire in like even in Asia right now. Like Korea, I heard is starting to build pickleball. I don't know where. Korea's like the smallest country ever.
Where are they gonna?
I don't know where they're gonna build them, but they're starting to build it. And I think right now, the professionals of pickleball, like the PPA tour, I think what's going to happen is they're going to inspire the young generation, like even way younger than Micah. And as they grow up, if they don't want to play tennis or don't want to do anything else, they're going to like actually start pursuing pickleball. And so I think as they get more athletic, more kind of like exposure to pickleball, I think in like 10, 20 years, you'll see like even way better professionals, not just like ex-tennis players who like didn't make it. Like it won't be like a plan B anymore, is what I'm saying. It'll actually be something they pursue, like golf or basketball or football.
An Olympic sport, though?
I don't think so. I think so.
But I think
we'll see. Let's check the film 20 years from now and let's see.
Yeah, it's on the record, man.
Yeah, it is.
We'll play it. I'm gonna text you.
We're gonna clip it and we're gonna play it back.
2032, which is like, hey.
I'm just saying. I'm on the pickleball hype train. Maybe I'm just too emotionally invested, but
I feel like the
That's my
committee
take.
for Olympic sports is going to be pretty hesitant on bringing in new stuff now after the whole breakdancing
fiasco
you're right.
last
year. So they might be a little
true.
hesitant on
That's
bringing
so
in
true though.
new
Yeah.
stuff.
That Australian girl,
even on the high.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
Abe, you would have gotten gold there, bro. You would have gotten gold.
That was crazy, bro.
Yeah, your jumbotron dance would have
that would have gotten it.
Bro, who decided breakdancing was a good idea? Who made that decision?
It had a lot of potential though.
Yeah,
it had so much potential.
That was not
But
it,
it
bro.
flopped for sure.
Yeah, it flopped big time.
One last take about pickleball though. Like one last comparison.
But you don't even play pickleball, so that's why
I played before. I played
just a
before.
hater. You're just a
Shout
hater.
out my roommate. He took me for pickleball like the first week of school together. I think it's gonna be like another comp would be wiffle ball, right? And not necessarily in the sport, right? Not necessarily in like how it's gonna be accepted socially or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But more so the comparison between wiffle ball and baseball and pickleball and tennis. If like it's also, you could say it with like mini golf and golf too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a younger sibling. So think about it. In wiffle ball, like you're just playing like very casually, right? You know, do crazy pitches and stuff. But as a hitter, right? Let's talk about, you know, pickleball is the paddle on the ball, right? Baseball is the bat and the ball. You're always looking for that like that home run hit, right?
The sweet spot.
That sweet spot feeling. But you don't get that in wiffle ball, right? So the higher competitors are always going to be at that level where they're like, yeah, for example, tennis players, right? Why would you choose, other than its competitive nature and rank, why would you choose something that doesn't feel as good? You know, it's like you can't hit those slams anymore. You can't, you know, slice the ball like you. It's different, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a subdued version of a different sport. So for the people who are already in that type of that kind of demographic for that sport, then I feel like they would always 95% of the time choose the one that has the better feeling. Like there's no better feeling than a home
So
run.
tennis over pickleball?
Yeah. And I think that
We'll see, man.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm
We'll
telling
see.
you, man.
We'll
I'm
see.
telling
Yeah,
you.
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying pickleball is there yet by any stretch, but I'm just saying I think it has the most potential of those like almost like B team sports.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
spike ball, wiffle
Yeah.
ball, like all those
Yeah.
examples you use.
Out of all
pickleball
those, yes,
is-
I agree with that. I
is
can agree with
the
that.
strongest one.
Yeah, I agree
And so
with that.
it has. It's still like my theory may not actually happen, but it has the best chance.
Yeah.
So like only time will tell.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Okay.
Hot take, bro.
Hot take, baby.
Okay.
Pickleball, baby. Come on.
All right.